All right, folks, first up today, this is a classic, paratha, otherwise known as bus up shut. This is the bread wheat with curries and all kind of delicious things. We'll make a curry to go with it, but first of all, we need to make the bus up shut. Very classic. We're gonna start with a bowl. We're gonna throw our dry ingredients in. We're gonna make magic. This is a lime, that doesn't need to be there. We're gonna put it onto our delicious fruit assortment, fruits and spices. All right, first things first, flour. Ideally sifted. This is pre-sifted flour. It's already been sifted. So flour, baking powder will be our rising agent. Salt, I go by eyes. I use my eyes. Next we need some brown sugar. Oh, this bag isn't open. That's already a doxing. Already production assistant has already lost 10 euro. A little sprinkle for flavor. We're gonna use some ghee. All right? Ghee. Not a lot of Irish people cook with this, but a lot of Irish people, especially the men, have had a bit of ghee in their mouth. That is for sure. So we're just gonna use a tiny bit. How much? Like this much. Like that much. Okay? So we're gonna work it in. We're gonna work it in. Work it in together. Just a little bit to start the situation. This is a very easy beginner situation. All right, so next, this should be a wet dough. Moist. Thick. I don't know why I said that. So we're just gonna add a little bit, mix, add a little bit, mix. You all know how it goes. Add a little bit, mix, add a little bit, mix. Fingers, that's all you need. Now I would usually put this in a processor, but I'm trying to show the common man that maybe you're not doing as well as me. Maybe you're not a millionaire, and maybe you don't have a stand mixer. So I'm here to show you, you don't need one. Oh boy, well, that's another 10 euro from the production assistant who left a fly in the water. On the edge of the bowl, see it there? That's okay. You know what? That's okay. We're going. We're gonna keep moving. 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 Now this should make 4. The amount that I have here. See, the dough is very wet. Very wet indeed. We're going to flour our surface and we're going to turn this into 4 balls. All right, and then the fun starts. Do, 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 do. All right. Okay. All right. So, in half. Okay. In half again. Boop. And boop. Okay, and now these are balls. I'm trying to make this the same size as my cooking surface. And I'm just looking, these balls might be a little big, but that's okay. They look rough now, that's all right. Don't worry about that. We go in. Okay, so we have our 4 balls there. We are going to roll them out. That might be a little bit too much flour. Only professionals here. These are all professional techniques. These are all professional techniques. Okay, so we're gonna go thin. Oh boy. It's sticky, you add a little bit of flour. No big deal. I'm gonna go thin with mine. Okay, so now that we've rolled it out, we have to grease it, right? So what we have here is a little bit of oil mixed with ghee. And I'm just gonna work that in there. I'm just gonna work that in there. Nothing crazy, right? You get the flavor of the ghee, and then the oil just helps it kind of liquefy a little bit to make it easier to work with. So I'm just using my fingers to turn this into kind of a fat slurry, Here we go. So I'm just gonna go like this, right? We're gonna rub, make sure it's all rubbed down. Okay. We take a knife, right? We go to the center, we do a line, like this, and then we start folding, like so. And we go, and we go, and we go. Around and around and around. Now this is a, oh God, amen. This is a little thin, but the ball was a little small. So once we're here now, okay, we push the top in, and we push the bottom in. Okay? So that's one. We go again. Flour, flour. And if you've ever been to an Indian wedding, which I have in Trinidad, it's a wild thing. You get this and curry for days. Now, there's no meat. I kind of like meat, but there's no meat at weddings. They want it pure or whatever. But during the wedding, things get wild. So people kind of stay inside. The wedding goes on for hours. The bride changes her clothes a bunch of times. And then there's tassa outside. Tassa is like a Trinidadian rhythm section. The last one I went to, actually, they had 2 tassa. And they started to fight. It was like a battle. So the bride picks a tassa, and then the groom picks one. And then they both show up, and then they both play, and they're not trying to play in tempo with each other. They're playing completely different things. It's kind of a racket, actually, but very entertaining. And culture. Culture, baby, culture. Culture, culture. Oh, don't get lazy now. Pew, pew. All right, same thing. We have the cone. We go, boop. We stuff it up in there. Now we get the top of the cone down in there too. So we left with these kind of like little cylinders. Now the reason for doing it like this is that all of those layers will push in together. Once we roll these out into balls, all the layers will push together and create all these pockets of steam and fat. And then we put it on the tower, we cook it, and then at the end we slap it. We beat it up. I'll show you that part next. Okay, so these are our lovely balls from earlier. You can see like they're very nice and relaxed, which is what we want. I'm gonna roll one. I have the grill set up outside. We're gonna run out there, do one. My tower is about this big, so that is the size I wanna make this thing. So they've pretty much risen in size a bit. Now we're gonna roll them out and we're gonna fry them up. So very loose, very elastic. Well, not elastic actually, it's quite rested. Still a bit of struggle in it, but I will fight it till my death to try and get it as flat as I can. Oh, you know, I get it. I understand why pastry chefs are always in high demand, because this, guys, it's so much precision. There's so much know-how. There's so much goodness in what they do. Okay? So that is as good as a circle as I can do. That is about the size of my tower. So now I need my ghee and oil mixture. I need to invent a brush because I don't have one. I need to make one. And then we're gonna go outside and grill these bad boys. All right, so here we are in the magical outdoors. The hob inside is induction and my tower is not. So this is what the tower looks like. It's this thing. All right, so it has a lot of use on it, as you can tell. So that's kind of picking up heat there. I've rubbed it down with a little bit of ghee and oil, and now I'm gonna get my buster shot. If I've measured this correctly, this should be the perfect size to fit onto that. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'm a little off. We need more heat. Oh boy. Okay, so the other side gets brushed. Ay, 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 ay. Fail. Fail. Yeah, no. Need some more hash. Alright, we're gonna take this off. Alright, I've rolled this out. I think it's looking alright. Let's see if it's the perfect size. Okay. The ghee and the oil mixture. Delicious, delicious ghee and oil mixture. Alright, we let that cook for a little bit. Oh, see it's starting to bubble up. That's good. That's a good sign. How are we looking under there? Ooh, a little longer, a little longer. We're almost there, boy. We're almost there, boy. Ha! All right, now we're gonna flip. All right. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, bud. Oh, rain just in time. Ooh, thank you, Jesus. All right, so we have a lovely little mini, it's not bust up shut yet. We have a little mini roti here. I can only do the size of my tower. I don't hear no crap from anybody out there, all right? This is how I had to do it. So what makes it bust up shut? It used to be called bust up shirt, I believe, because it looked like a torn up shirt. And how you do that is like this. There's no easy way to say this, but it's abuse. Oh God, I'm sorry, I didn't want to do it like this, I'm sorry. All right, that's what it is. I'm sorry y'all had to witness that, but that is how it's made. That is how it's made. Look at this. Lovely, beautiful, flaky, delicious. Don't forget the crumbs. Bust up shut. How good does that look? You just wait till we get that on some curry. You just wait. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. It's how it's